at the public gallery. We also have the heads of the various security services. We have our revered traditional leaders, religious leaders, and the former clerks to Parliament. Honorable members, on your behalf, I warmly welcome all of them to the House. Now, I have the greatest pleasure in inviting His Excellency the President
the Vice President, Your Lordship, the Chief Justice, the good people of Ghana, friends of the media, ladies and gentlemen, and let me proceed on the protocol so well established by the Speaker and say, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is both a profound honor and a constitutional duty to appear before this august House to deliver a message on the state of the nation as required by Article 67 of our Constitution. I do this with the perspective and through decades of public service, including my time in this very chamber as a Member of Parliament representing Bole Bamboy, and my previous term of office as President of the Republic from 2012 to 2017. My journey in public service, like that of our nation, has not followed a straight path. It has been marked by periods of steady progress and then by setbacks and by determined recovery. Mr. Speaker, that pattern of resilience mirrors the national experience of our nation. And today I stand before you to speak to another such defining moment, a moment in which our nation is on the rebound of national renewal and of institutional resolve and a renewed commitment to stability and national purpose. Mr. Speaker, in just a few days, on 6th March 2026, our dear nation Ghana will celebrate 69 years of independence on the theme Building Prosperity, Restoring Hope. This theme is not merely ceremonial, it is the blueprint that guides our administration's vision and actions. It reflects where we have been, it acknowledges the difficulties we have endured, and confidently declares the direction in which we are headed. At the heart of this vision are two complementary and mutually reinforcing agendas. One, the Resetting Ghana agenda, and two, the Accra Reset. The Resetting Ghana agenda is our national commitment to restore economic stability, rebuild public trust in our democracy, strengthen our institutions, and deliver tangible improvements in the lives of ordinary Ghanaians. It is about turning the page on years of mismanagement and confronting our challenges with honesty, and charting a new course anchored in fiscal discipline, transparency, and sustainable development. The Accra Reset, on the other hand, is our continental commitment. It recognizes that Ghana's prosperity cannot be separated from Africa's progress. It calls for a fundamental shift in how African nations relate to one another and to the world, from dependence to self-reliance, from fragmentation to integration, and from reactive postures to strategic leadership. Mr. Speaker, these two agendas are deeply interlinked because we cannot build lasting prosperity at home without contributing to stability and growth across our continent. Equally, we cannot lead effectively on the continental stage if our own house is not in order. Together, these frameworks demonstrate our determination to restore hope, not merely as a promise, but as a lived reality of Ghanaians and Africans alike. As we build on the foundation laid in 2025, the first year of my return to the presidency, we do so with clarity of purpose, unity of action, and confidence in our ability to deliver a future worthy of our people's sacrifice and their aspirations. Mr. Speaker, this moment of national renewal unfolds against the backdrop of a world in profound flux. The global order we once knew is being rapidly reshaped, and the so-called rule-based international system endures only as long as it protects the advantages of those who designed it. Once emerging nations like ours begin to operate within those same rules to rebalance power, the very architects of that order prove willing to relax their commitments. Ghana, like many nations, has learned this hard truth. We cannot respond to this new reality with fragmentation, hesitation, or continued dependence. History has long taught us that resilience and prosperity will not be handed to us. They must be built deliberately through cooperation, self-belief, and strategic alignment. This era ahead demands that Africa must move from a posture of dependence to one of collective self-reliance. Mr. Speaker, it is in this spirit that Ghana has sought to play a convening and catalytic role on the continent. In the middle of last year, our capital, Accra, hosted African heads of state, policymakers, and development partners for a landmark health sovereignty summit. Together, we charted a new roadmap for healthcare financing and collaboration among African nations. And that message was clear. Africa must take ownership of its health security, pool its resources, deepen collaboration, and design financing solutions that reflect our realities rather than external prescriptions. Strong economies require healthy populations, and health sovereignty is inseparable from economic sovereignty. The same logic applies to trade, industry, and economic growth. Africa's future lies in dismantling our artificial borders, removing bottlenecks that stifle commerce,